So today I am here with Jamie and we are going to use this AO scan on her. So she's my willing participant. And what we're going to do, Jamie, is the first thing is you're going to be talking for 10 seconds. And so when I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little sign to actually talk. And what I want you to do is say, my name is, and fill that in. And then you can talk for 10 seconds about anything you want to. And so what the machine's going to do is it's actually going to pick up on the frequencies that her voice is actually lacking, the actual frequencies that are highest for you, and that'll be the good thing. And then it's going to work to optimize the frequencies that aren't there or that aren't as high. And the way it's going to do that is it's going to give you 4 downloadable songs that you can play every day, 3 times a day, that actually enhances your energy. Isn't that amazing? Then after we do that, we're going to run a scan, and that's why you're wearing this. So that's a bone conducer. And what we do is we place that right here on the high part of the cheekbone, and the AL scanner is going to run a scan over all your chakras, meridians, everything that's in your body basically. So this machine can even pick up on a problem. Let's say with your left thumb, it can pinpoint something that there is a ligament there that's in chaos, more or less, okay? When I did this on myself, I was learning to use this in Sedona. I was shocked because it came up with that I was gluten intolerant, which I didn't know. I have certain genes that I didn't know, you know, that cause issues within my body. But the coolest thing is it went right to my left knee, a place that I've had problems in the past couple of months on and off, and it went to the exact place, and it even showed me a picture of the inside of my knee and where it was and what it looked like in there. Wow. Yeah. And so after we run the scans, what happens is it's going to what we call optimize, sending you back frequencies of things that you are, again, deficit in or where there's chaotic energy in the body. So after I found out I had this issue with my left knee, according to the AL scanner, it actually goes back and it optimizes your own personal energy. So as soon as it's processing you, it's starting to send you healing signals. Oh, wow. So it's done all at the same time too. And what's really neat is this is going to only take us about 5 minutes to do. Wow. And then what's amazing is the report she gets is going to be so cool. So we'll talk about that as soon as we scan her. Sound good?
Sound good.
Okay, we're going to do it. Okay, so Jamie, just for purposes so you kind of know what we're doing, our step 1 is the inner voice scan. And when I hit start scan, what's going to happen is it's going to give you a countdown, and that's when you're going to do your 10 seconds of talking. Okay, you ready?
So, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to talk about today.
Tell them your name.
Oh, my name is Jamie Hanna, and I own a spa, Birch Botanical Spa.
Perfect. That's all you have to do. It's very important that it knows your name, okay? So it's going to send you energy. And if Jamie can see this, but you guys can't, but up at the top, we've already loaded Jamie, her email address, as well as her picture. Now, Jamie, you can kind of see where it's actually scanning your body right now. Mm-hmm. And really, you can do anything. I mean, clearly you don't want to be, you know, doing jumping jacks or exercising, but you notice Jamie's just sitting here, and it's tapping into her energies right now. Now, when it goes, this is not the comprehensive yet. This is just kind of the vital scan. And so what it's going to do is just your vital organs as well as your chakras. Yeah. It's going to show up here. Also, if you own the AO scanner, and I do sell them, it will share with you every week. Let's say you run scans 2 or 3 times a week on yourself. It's going to actually show you where the deficits are, especially if you have 2 or 3 times in a row where there's a deficit in the same area. And then what's super cool is there's an area in here where you can go and you can actually plug in and say, okay, I'm having an issue with, let's say, my left eye having visual fatigue. There's actually a program in here that you can play music and look at fractal energies. that
Ooh.
sends that frequency back to you just for that specific thing.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's amazing. So what do you see? Tell everybody what you're looking at.
My image of a brain
Mm-hmm.
and going through a bunch of different colors and like a scan.
Mm-hmm.
And before it was a body. It's showing all the different nerves, again with the colors. So it looks like it's loading, but it's like scanning.
What's really cool about this, like I was saying earlier, it goes through your body, not only like the nerves, but it goes through your meridians. And for those of you out there that know about the meridians, there are certain tapping exercises you can do to actually release anything that's stuck in the body. But it goes through everything: nerves, brain function, digestion, ligaments, even your eyes and ears. It's crazy what this can tell you.
Wow.
So now,
How long does it take?
It generally takes about 4 to 5 minutes to do the whole scan. Yeah.
I'm afraid to move.
No, you're
You said
fine.
I can move.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can move. Absolutely. Like I just wouldn't recommend like running around while you're doing it. But you know, you could just lay on the sofa and do it. Actually, what I do is I will get up in the morning. I will play my tones that they've sent me from the day before, and they last about 2 minutes, and they're beautiful sounds and little songs. And I play those in bed before I get up. Then I do my next easy scan where I'm doing that talk for 10 seconds again, running that, and then I have my actual songs for the next day that I can play.
Wow.
So it really does a lot for you. So we're getting there.
Yeah, so we're back on the body, scanning the body.
In this particular one, it doesn't really show you, but there's another scan on here that will tell you what the percentage is of what's going on in the body.
Oh, okay.
So if we're 80% complete, it'll actually show you that on here. This particular one is not. So it's going back to her brain now. Something else that's super cool about this is I'm a person that can just about eat anything. But you know what? I do have problems with my stomach. I'm a classic Virgo. We always have problems in our stomachs. But this will tell you what you're allergic to.
That's
crazy. Without having to spend money on expensive tests. Now, this is not supposed to take the place of a doctor. I'm not here to tell you it is. I think the coolest thing here, though, is it will kind of give you the heads up on, again, chaotic energies in the body. And if you start tracking and you have a problem, let's say with your blood cell counts, for example, what if you have high or low red blood cell counts for a really long time? It's going to show you that, and then that might be a reason why you would go into the doctor.
Yeah, you want to take care of it before it manifests into a disease or an illness. So any underlying issues.
Absolutely. And so you know a lot about the body. What do you think about something like this?
I think this is very interesting. This is kind of the first I've ever been around one of these, and I want to learn more. So I can't wait for the scan.
And this is a wonderful thing that, again, just singular people can use. Something super cool also is people will use it on their animals.
Oh.
Something else, and we're getting information now on her chart, but something else I've used it for and that really sold me was now that I'm approaching my 60s, thank you, aging process, I have some osteoarthritis in my hand. And you can even see in this hand how it's drawn up a little bit. And what's interesting, this has a program just for arthritis. So let's say I'm having a super bad arthritis day, I'm hurting a lot. I actually can go to a place on my profile, go to arthritis, and it will actually send me energy. And it has a really cool pattern, and it has a song it plays with it.
Oh, cool.
So you can do like a quick 2 minute where I'm sending that energy for 2 minutes. Or a lot of times I'll go put my makeup on, and I'll have it playing the whole time I'm doing it. But I'm getting that energy right then.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Okay, you can take those off because it looks like we have some results for you. Okay, so just a real quick, and I'm not going to share your medical information with the masses, but what she can see here is her inner voice report, and this is based on those 10 seconds that you talked. You can see your high frequencies and your lower frequencies. Okay, it gives you the notes, the F, the E, and the G, supported frequencies to those, and what your lowest frequency is. Then there's a section here that says balancing harmonics. If we press this, this actually will give you your 4 downloads of songs that are going to help your body go back into alignment. The optical glasses I'll share with you on a different time, but you can see quick scan audio. All you do is hit play, and you're able to actually listen to that music. Okay, so Miss Thing, these are the things that are out of range. Now, keeping in mind you've only done 1 scan. Okay. So this is today's scan as well as this. So it's not like they're comparing it to anything, but you can do that. So it will actually go through and give you, for example, it's showing your DHA is a little bit off today. Those are your fatty omega-3 acids. It's going through all your chakras. So it's actually showing that you have 1 chakra that's super high and 1 that's super low. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
She can actually go on here and look. It's got a picture of the chakras. And then it's got the green, of course, is go, right? In good shape. The red is over and the blue is under. Then it's super cool. You have a whole chart of the chakras. Here it tells you all about the descriptions that go with those. It goes into actually the meridians of her body as well. It shows again the meridians that are off. So let's say today it looks like everything is great with your bladder, your kidney. Looks like your small intestine, there's some work to be done there. So it gives you an actual chart of the body. Then it goes into, this program is wonderful because not only does it give you the information, you can actually click on some of the words and it'll tell you. For example, if you don't know what FSH is, you can hit on FSH, it will take you to an explanation of it.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, everything's linked, and if it's not, it's at least linked to the internet where it'll open up what that particular thing means. What do you think about all this information?
This is so interesting. I can't wait to go home and actually read it all.
So this is her gallbladder meridian. So it gives you the physical links in the body. So the gallbladder is attached to your bile production, sinus issues, brain, ears, eyes, but it also gives you the emotional links.
That's cool.
Things that you can work on here. So anger, hot-tempered, frustration, and forgiveness. Okay, then it does a nutritional analysis. So it'll even tell you right here if your digestive acids or enzymes are off. It will tell you you're deficient in beta carotene. So if she knows that and that consistently shows up, what's she going to do? You're going to look into that, aren't you? Yeah, and say, what do I need to do to improve that? Let's see. She has premenstrual syndrome showing up. Imagine that. And it looks like your T3 and T4 is a little bit off today, and that's in your thyroid. So it's going through everything. What else do you notice here? What else did it test you on?
Oh, yeah. Oh, allergy to pork. That's interesting. Didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's got human toxins. It even has something here where if your hair products are not serving you, and I use expensive hair products. What's so funny is every day I do this scan, it shows up that they're toxic for me. Whatever's in those hair products is toxic.
Oh, wow. Molds, parasites, wow.
And then after that, it goes into a more comprehensive report. And so it's going to show you again in, let's say, here's the liver details. It's going to show you every little section where something is a little bit off. Wow. So see, even your left cornea is a little bit off, and you could need glasses in that eye, correct? Actually, it also goes into your DNA markers. It'll even tell you where your DNA is a little bit off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
this is just a piece of what that bone conducer just did. This is just the first part of the report.
Oh, wow.
When we actually get into the comprehensive, you're looking at, I believe, about 12,000 things it runs a scan for.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's really neat. And with that part of the report, it's going to give you a 5 is the perfect number that you should be at. And then, you know, you can have some things that are 1 and some things that are 9. But it's going to go through every little muscle here, every little, maybe like 10 or 15 things in your eyes that they test for. brain function, digestion. So, I mean, it's amazing. Again, this is not meant to serve as a visit to your doctor.
Yeah.
But I think from a day-to-day basis, doing your quick scans, doing just kind of using the information to do your own research on what might work within your body. How do you think a normal person, everyday person would use something like this?
Oh my gosh, I think it's extremely helpful. But this is the stuff that I also look for all the time when I go and get like blood work, but I do it yearly. So if I could do this every day to see like maybe something I ate yesterday, like how it affects, the next day. And then for, I'm in skincare, so seeing, if something pops up, well, let's look at the scan and see like every day what's changed. I see this being very valuable for people.
Absolutely. And I'll tell on myself because I was using this on a trip out to Arizona, and every day we were drinking a lot of prickly pear margaritas, and it even has an alcohol function on here if you've had too much alcohol. So every day my alcohol was a little bit off, but you drink 2 or 3 margaritas, it's going to be a little bit off. So it's just a wealth of information. It's easy to use, as you can see. Basically, you just need about 5 minutes and it tells you everything. The reports are downloadable. As soon as we finish here, what I'm going to do, I have a little letter button. I'm going to email Jamie this whole report. She'll get that immediately. And then she and I can sit and figure out ways that we can address some of the issues that are showing up and start some tracking for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love it.
It's been helpful.
So hopefully this gave you a little bit of overview about the medicine of the future, and the medicine of the future is going to be in frequencies. They've been telling us this for years. If you look at the harmonic egg that's out there now, basically you're going into a tank and it's being filled with sound, with vibration, with light colors to actually heal your body.
Wow.
And that's exactly what this does.
That is interesting. That's cool.
The last thing I would tell you about this, again, it does have an optimization feature, and what that means is as it's recording all of Jamie's frequencies, what it also is doing is immediately sending her back frequencies that her body needs. So the whole time you had these on, you were being tested, but you were also being, I don't want to use the word healed, but you were being given that frequency that you needed or your body didn't have.
Yeah, cool.
I love it. So thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm happy to answer questions. I am offering hour-long sessions where I'm actually doing this. And I also am selling the devices for people who really, really want to kind of take charge of their health. So
yeah, this is a good idea.
So enjoy your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.